What's up, Super Player? We're here with Brian Samuel with the Super Players with a deck profile, guys.
Yes, sir.
Everybody wants this, and you got this, guys. So,
Yeah.
what do you have to tell you, Brian?
All right, so this one's more of a, it's a Pilaf deck that I've been playing. So the Pilaf leader, those of you who don't know what it does, you know, on the front side, it's just a basic attack, draw a card. Doesn't have to be a leader, just attack, draw a card. But it awakens when you're at either 4 or less life, or when you have 3 or more battle cards in play. So in this deck, you'll notice that you just spam the board very hard. So it awakens pretty much at will whenever you want. But typically you want to go on turn 3 is when you want to awaken, so you can get over this guy, the Assembled. So this guy is just basic, draw 1 card, and attacks, whatever, 15k. It has another effect, says once per turn, you can choose 3 of your battle cards and you can send them to the drop, and you can give your unison triple attack, okay? So that is one of the finishes of the deck, so I'll show you as we get into the deck profile. But so yeah, that's this right here. Again, this build's a little more watered down for like a budget build, so you won't see a lot of the draft box cards, things like that. Okay.
Let's see this.
All right.
It's nice.
So I'm gonna start with just the basic engine, from what I think it is, the Pilaf engine. So you go with 3 of the Pilaf Plotting World Domination. So this card's good because it just searches its top 5 cards of your deck for pretty much any Earthling in the deck. It's anything 4 or less. So that's pretty much your super combos.
Everything, dude.
Yeah, pretty much, you know,
package.
the whole package. So you got him. I played him at 3. So I got 3 of the Shu, Pilaf's Admire. So this one's pretty much just a cheat. It's a 1-drop that puts in play your 2-drop engine. So it's just a cheaper way to cycle through your deck and get everything you need. So I pay 3 of those, and then I play 3 of each of the engine, Pilaf, Dragon Ball Chaser, my Dragon Ball Chaser, Shu Dragon Ball Chaser. So what these do is they all search each other. So they're unique, first of all. I'll show you a way to get around that a little later though. So you can use him, sacrifice it, put this in play, but it has to be when you have 3 energy, so you can't do it before, otherwise it'd be broken. You'd be doing it on turn 1 and it'd be crazy. So you can do it on turn 3, you bring this out, or you can bring any one of these out. And whenever one of these are brought out, they bring out the others.
Kind of like gadgets.
Yeah, exactly. You play them in Yu-Gi-Oh days, you know, it's like gadgets, you know. So like this one brings out these 2 and so forth. But yeah, they're just 15k beaters. You just swing. You're just gonna go super aggro on turn 3. And then the other part of the package is I'm only playing 2 in this build, is the 2 Pilaf, the machine, the Master Bot. So this card's pretty nasty, man. I mean, it costs 3 red. So you can bring it out on turn 3 because your Pilaf, when you do awaken, it doesn't tap 2 energy. So that's huge because it lets you just swarm the board pretty tough. So this guy's 25k triple attack. So you pay 3 and you have to remove 1 Pilaf, 1 Shu, and 1 My card from your drop, remove from the game to bring this card out. This card comes out, just swing. You're just swinging all over the place. Yeah, so you know, you're playing this. This is the basic engine, I would think. There's a 1-drop Mai you can play as well. It's pretty much the same thing as Pilaf. Searches the top cards, but I just didn't think it was that necessary. So these are the support cards of the deck for Mercenary Tau. So this Mercenary Tower is just broken in this deck, so I mean I think it has to be maxed out because again, this is another unique card, but in this deck I'll show you everything you need to do to get around it. I'll show you a sequence. So if you have 3 or more battle cards, which on turn 3 you're guaranteed you're gonna have it. So I mean you can do it on turn 1 if you want, but you're probably gonna do it like on turn 3. So it's 15k and it gains critical for the turn. So it's a free battle card. It comes out and play for free. You swing, pressure, 15k. It's another attacker. I run 3 intensifying power trunks. It's a self-awakener, but also a way to apply pressure for cheap. It's a 15k crit. You already know what it does. But it being an Earthling was why I chose it over playing like the Mew, the Namekian, and the Piccolo, or like playing the Kaba, you know, things like that. So it's also searchable with your Pilaf, and it goes towards some other things. You'll see. I play 4 of the Fortune Teller Baba. I think that she's huge for the deck. A lot of people don't run her in the build. Just being able to plus 5k and then being able to neg something and draw a card, like it's just actually kind of huge. You can you know, also people were saying, you know, Black Mass Saiyan's a huge problem for this deck because you're just bringing out battle cards like that and it hurts you, which it would. So I mean, Baba's another way to get around it. So you know, you just neg the Mass Saiyan, it comes out, you know, fairly simple. It places itself, it draws a card. It's also the best target for your super combo, which is the 4 Bulma out adventuring. So This super combo is a little tricky. You can only play it when you and your opponent have combined total 8 life. So that means that, you know, it can be me having 7, my opponent having 1, or both of us having 4, whatever it may be. But at that point, you get to draw a card. It's plus 10k all the time. But then not only do you draw a card, but you can put in play a 1-drop Earthling from your hand. So if you need to apply more pressure, you can always put in play the Trunks. If you want to just bring out Baba to draw more cards and get value, that's usually the best way to go. It's a Baba. Or you can, if you want to bring out the 1-drop Pilaf or 1-drop Shoe from your hand, or Pilaf, you can just do your whole cycle all over again. So it's that. I'm only playing 1 Champa in the build, Supreme Ka. Just give something double strike, you know what it does. This is probably the most expensive card in the deck, which is the Topo Righteous Aid. I'm playing 4 of in here just because I feel like being able to swarm your opponent hard on turn 3, apply so much pressure, and then just shut down their turn the next turn is just, I mean, then you're just gonna do it all over again the next turn. So I think that's very crucial. So I'm running him at a 4. I'm running 2 of the Android 17 Rebel Reinforcements. This card's great. It's great. I cut it down a little bit because I didn't want to. I was trying to make this deck as close to 50 as I could. It was just very difficult with the package being so big. But this one, you know, a cool thing about this guy is he brings back your super combos. So you get to bring back the super combo from the drop when you negate, and you can just keep recycling that. You know what I mean? So that's good. One card, the card that pretty much makes this deck just go super off on turn 3 is Belmod Double Devastation. So all your little Pilaf guys, they're all unique. Mercenary Tau, they're unique. So you can't just spam the board with them over and over again. But when you bring out the 3 of them on your turn 3, after you swing with them, you use Belmod, you choose the 3 of them, you send them to the drop, and then you bring out another 1-drop, and then it plays another thing. You bring out another 3 attackers, and so forth. You can just keep doing it. So it's you can attack potentially like, you know, 10 times, 12 times on turn 3. You know what I mean? You can just keep attacking. So it's pretty good. You know, and it clears board. If you want to play more control, you can clear the board. You can leave it as a blocker, you know, and you can leave it at that. So this card just plays a huge role in the deck. So I was gonna max it out, but I think at 3 usually you see at least 1 when you need it. So I felt 3 was a good amount. I played 2 Bardock Awakened Instincts. So being free, I feel like the overwhelm being free is pretty big. You can choose which overwhelm you want to play. I ran Mira at one point. I ran, you know, a lot of different overwhelm cards. But this one being free, just drawing 2 cards, sending something to drop, just applying additional pressure, 20k. I felt this one's pretty good because you don't really want to remove your drop anyway until, you know, towards the end of your attacks, because you need them in the drop for your big bot. So you probably want to leave those there. I'm running, my unison of the deck is 3 Sin Shenron, okay, unison of Calamity. So this one, the Vegito is better for the deck, but the fact that it has to come out a whole turn later makes it a little tricky. Like, you kind of want to end things turn 3 or turn 4. So like this guy just helps you do that. He comes out, you can either +1 to neg 15k to 2 your opponent's battle cards, or you can neg 2, look at your opponent's hand, and take anything 25k or less. This is huge. So like, once you're like swarming the board really crazy, then you just bring this guy out. You can tap out for him because like you're usually gonna be like at 6-7 life when you go off. So it's gonna be hard for your opponent to win next turn anyway. So like you can look at their hand, you can take something, or you can just clear board and just play control. His other effect is actually very useful. Being able to attack, you know, your opponent's battle cards in active mode with your red cards is huge, because you can use your Pilaf leader to give them triple attack, and then you can just clear their board. You can just like attack all their battle cards and just clear the board. Like if you need to get rid of the Vegeta, you know, the Vegeta for the Invoker deck, you can just attack it. There's a lot of things that, you know, that are pesky that you want to get out of the way that have barrier. This card can play a crucial role. So I'm running that at 3. You can try the Vegito if you want to make more of a, you know, mid to late game deck. You can run the Vegito. It's definitely a better unison for the deck. But I feel like this is the best aggro version that you can really do. And then I'll just go to the extra cards. I'm only playing 5. I played 2 Flight of the Grand Eagles. This card is just, it's amazing in this deck because you swarm the board, so you can just neg your battle card instead, so it's free. So like I said, when you tap out for Sin Shenron or something like that, and you're at 6-7 life, it's kind of like, what's your opponent gonna do? You know, like, oh, okay, well, flight, like just neg my battle cards. Yeah, they're free. You know? They're free. So I mean, these 2, and then 3 Pilaf's Castle. So In my more expensive build, I'm running like the little machine, the little robot, the one drop black robot. I was running that just because it stops topo and essentially does the same thing. So these cards are very important for the deck because you got to put, like, if you draw too many of your pieces in your hand, this card cycles them back into the deck so that they're there for when you play out your battle cards and you're searching for them. So this card's huge. The secondary effect actually plays a huge role too. You can switch this card to rest mode, you KO one of your battle cards, and then you get to give one of your other battle cards 5k. So this is huge with this guy. I feel like that's why he's maxed out. But so Mercenary Tau, since it's unique, you can just, after you swing with it, you can just sack it, give your other battle card 5k, and then you can play another one for free. So you can just keep bringing these guys out. 15k critical, that's a lot of pressure, man. That's actually huge, believe it or not. So, I've had, from fairly good success with this deck. I've played against, there's some matchups that are just, I don't expect this deck to be a meta breaker or something like that. I expect it to be, like a local hero deck. You can go there, you can have fun. It's something you can actually compete with. It's cool. But like, you're playing against decks that run like the Roshi Dormant Cycle, Recycle, or like, things like that. It's going to be very difficult. Obviously, it's hard to get to the leader at that point. But this is definitely something you should check out. I will, if you really need help with like a sideboard and you really want to take this further, with like a more expensive build that I have, that I'm actually going to be uploading on the Super Player channel, so you guys can check that out. And then we can go from there, man. But yeah, this is probably the budget build that I have that I can run with it. So
yeah, that's pretty good deck, man.
yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's aggro. I mean, you like it. If you like going,
I saw someone. I think I was you playing Anta. I was like, yeah, massive board, man.
Yeah, you attack a lot, man. So I mean, the deck's pretty explosive. Like I said, on turn 3, it's pretty explosive. But the deck also has the ability to go more control, or you can get a feel for it depends on what you're playing. So again, if you guys want the more expensive build, you'll see it on the Super Player channel. Hit us up, and we'll get what you want.
And
for sure.
Yeah, man. So any last word, man? Any shout out?
The Super Player team. We're all here, man. Just remember, everybody stay super, baby. Enjoy your day. Stay safe.
Stay safe, man. See you, man.
Yes, sir.